Millennials not taking advantage of this bull market. A number of new studies have found that while millennials are saving, they're not investing that savings in stocks. According to Ally Financial, 66% of people, 2/3, ages 16 to 29, say investing in the stock market is intimidating or scary. Chris, what say you? Why are they gun shy?
I think people tend to fear what they don't understand. And they're coming off this ride where there was a market shift or a market change. And so now, because of fear, people will just refrain. And the problem with this is that it's the best way to grow your money, investing, right? Because of the one thing we know we have to outpace, inflation. Right. If you don't outpace inflation, your money's shrinking, right? And so it's scaring me that these millennials are throwing their money in a savings account and they think everything's going to be okay.
So, Chris, and you probably know this, before I started doing TV, that's all I ever wrote about. I wrote about finance, and I wrote about personal finance for years, and I always would explain it to people this way, that when you buy a stock in a company or even an index fund like the S&P 500, you're an owner in those companies. You own a sliver of every company, every stock in the S&P 500. When you buy a treasury bond, a government bond, you're loaning money to the federal government. Which would you rather do with your money? Would you rather be an owner or a lender to Uncle Sam, who will surely misspend your money?
Yes.
So, Chris, how do you get millennials into the stock market then? Because, you know, they have this fear if they just could realize that you just could put a little bit of your nest egg of cash into the market and kind of get used to how it works, maybe they'd feel more comfortable.
Right.
What's
well,
your tactic?
The approach I've been taking is trying to educate people just on the stock market. I tell them it's a lot like going to the supermarket, right? There are things you can buy that are good for you in the supermarket, and there are things you can buy that aren't so good. The same way in the stock market, right? You can invest in things that are good for your future. Some things are more risky. But the talking to them and helping them understand the various options, but the key is about inflation. If they don't understand how to grow money, the problem is going to be your dollar is going to shrink, right? And then I alert them on the whole issue with Social Security, which we all know, right? People believe it's going to be there and it's going to save the day. We know better.
Yeah, to quote NSYNC, bye, bye, bye.
So, Chris, let me...
I won't sing.
No, you...
Let me push back. Your thesis is fear. Millennials are afraid of the market. But one of the things I find, actually, is millennials have a really negative view of Wall Street and the stock market. How much do you think that negativity toward the financial sector, period, influences their willingness to get involved? I mean, maybe they don't want to read the articles. They don't want to research.
Yeah.
I don't want to know about this place. I think it's faintly dirty at best. I'd rather just put my money in the bank and forget about it.
Well, there could be a segment that believe that. I think either way, based on fear or based on not mistrust or lack of knowledge, either way, we're going to have a problem here in America. We're going to have an issue because people are going to have to work much longer. I read an article recently that said the new retirement age is 72. Right, and that just, my blood started boiling, my hair grew an inch, I'm getting all fired up. I'm like, you can't tell me when I can chase down my dream. But just thinking about this, people are going to have to work much longer than they ever anticipated.
Well, I think all of the job growth has been people over the age of 50. Stephanie Pomeroy said that during the recovery. People need the health insurance in part.
Yes, they do.
So, Chris, I love you being here.
Oh,
by the way, people are tweeting about your voice.
Are
but
they?
Here's the Fox Business Alert. You don't sing.
No, ma'am.
See?
I don't believe it.
That's all I can do. That's it, y'all.
Brian Brenbruggs, thank you so much.
You bet.
It was great to see you.
Good
Come
to be
back
here this morning.
very soon.